Today, we're going to talk about the rapidly growing field of generative AI technologies. Our intent is not to dive deep into the underlying technology under the hood, but to give you a high-level overview of the field and its applications. We will also talk about the ethical implications of these technologies and how we can use them responsibly. Main agendas for today's video will be as follows. Timeline of modern AI key advancements. What's driving the current AI boom? Live demo and showcase of up-and-coming tools, applications and impact of AI ethical considerations and challenges. Hang on as we dive a little deep into these topics. Timeline of modern AI. I know, this is dense with information. Let me break down the key events for you. IBM Watson won Jeopardy in 2011. This was a big deal because it was the first time a computer beat humans in a game of Jeopardy. In 2015, TensorFlow was released by Google. Ever since, TensorFlow has been a crucial tool for developers to build and train neural networks. In 2015 to 2016, Google DeepMind's AlphaGo beat champion Go players. Go is a much more complex game than chess. It has more possible moves than there are atoms in the universe. Transformers were introduced in 2017. Transformers are a type of neural network architecture that assigns levels of importance to different parts of data. Learning which is the important part and which isn't depends on the context. Not many people know about OpenAI 5. The OpenAI 5 project was a team of 5 neural networks that played Dota 2. Dota 2 is a complex RTS game with many possible moves. The OpenAI 5 team beat the world champions in 2018. It attained a win rate of 99.4%. The learnings from OpenAI 5 paved the way for GPTs. 2018, 2019, and 2020 saw the release of GPT, GPT-2, and GPT-3 respectively. Each of them were the most advanced AI models of their time. Now, I'm sure you have noticed that the timeline gets particularly crowded as we approach 2022 to 23. That's because the field of AI is growing at an exponential rate. For example, Midjourney, a diffusion model that generates images based on text descriptions. Imagen, a text-to-image generator from Google's research labs. Stable Diffusion, an open-source project that allows you to generate images from text descriptions. It's a lot like Midjourney, but it's open source and you can run it on your own machine. It is probably the first open-source project that allows you to do that. ChatGPT. In my opinion, this is where AI broke out of computer labs and went mainstream. ChatGPT made GPT accessible to everyone. After all, it's just a chatbot that can have a conversation with you. GPT-4 landed in March 2023. It's the most advanced AI model to date. It's also the most expensive AI model to date. It costs out $1.6 million to train GPT-4. It's also the largest AI model to date. It has 1.6 trillion parameters. That's 10x the size of GPT-3. Microsoft released the new Bing, an AI search powered by GPT-4 in March 2023. Google went into panic mode and rushed out Google Bard in March. It ran into issue even before the launch. Are you familiar with NASA's James Webb Telescope? In a Google Bard ad campaign, Bard was seen saying something along the lines of JWST took the first ever photos of exoplanets. That's not true. In April 2023, Meta, Facebook, did a closed release of their large language model called Llama. It was leaked online and is now available on the internet. That spurred an entire cottage industry of AI models that are trained on the Llama dataset. Meta has been trying to take down these models, but it's a losing battle. But hey, Meta inadvertently triggered the biggest gold rush in the LLM space. In my opinion, this is the most exciting development in the field of AI in 2023. Adobe came out with Firefly in late April. It's another text-to-image generator and a rival to commercial offerings like DALL-E. Did you know what were the common factors? If you take a step back and go over that timeline again, you'll see that there are some common elements between the most recent advancements in AI tech. Many or perhaps most of the tools we just talked about are built on one of these AI models. Transformer models utilize self-attention mechanisms to process and generate sequences of data highly effective in capturing long-range dependencies and context. Transformers were originally built for NLP, but it is also used for computer vision, graph-structured data. Large language model subset of transformer models that are trained on vast amounts of text data for NLP tasks. These models learn to generate text by predicting the next word in a sequence, given the context of the preceding words. Diffusion model based on the principles of diffusion processes, which involves modeling the data generation process as a series of Markovian noise-driven steps. This approach allows the model to learn how to generate or manipulate images by iteratively removing noise from data. Let's discuss what's driving the current AI boom. I'm sure you must have asked yourself this question. Why is AI growing so fast? What's driving this boom? And why now? It all boils down to a few very simple things. 1. Availability of large-scale datasets. 2. Vastly improved computing power. 3. Novel algorithmic innovations. Let's talk about each of these in turn. Availability of large-scale datasets. Data is the fuel that powers AI. The more data you have, the better your AI model will be. It's as simple as that. And we have more data than ever before. We have more data than we know what to do with. We have more data than we can process. We have more data than we can store. We have more data than we can even comprehend. There are several companies that are in the business of collecting data. They collect data from all over the internet and sell it to companies that need it. Additionally, there are open source datasets that are available for free. These datasets are used by researchers and companies to train their AI models. Check out this list of open source datasets. Here is food for thought. Have you ever thought about all the photos stored in Google Photos or Facebook, Instagram, Adobe Cloud, apparently for free? How do you think it benefits these companies to store all these photos for free? Vastly improved computing power. The second factor that's driving the AI boom is massive improvements in compute power. Since 2012, the amount of compute used in the largest AI training runs has been increasing exponentially with a 3.4-month doubling time. By comparison, Moore's Law had a 2-year doubling period. Since 2012, this metric has grown by more than 300,000x. A 2-year doubling period would yield only a 7x increase. Graphics processing units, GPUs. GPUs, initially designed for rendering graphics, have become essential for accelerating AI workloads. Their parallel processing capabilities enable efficient handling of large-scale matrix and tensor operations, which are common in deep learning. NVIDIA's CUDA platform, for example, has allowed developers to harness the power of GPUs for AI applications easily. Tensor processing units, TPUs developed by Google, are application-specific integrated circuits, ASICs, designed specifically for deep learning tasks. They offer high performance per watt and can accelerate matrix multiplications and other tensor operations, making them well-suited for training and inference in AI models. Custom AI accelerators. Many companies are developing custom AI accelerators, such as NVIDIA's A100 Tensor Core GPU. These specialized hardware solutions offer high performance, low latency, and energy efficiency, enabling researchers and engineers to train and deploy large-scale AI models faster. Cloud-based AI services. Major cloud providers like AWS, Google Cloud, and Microsoft Azure offer AI-focused services and infrastructure, including pre-configured instances with GPUs or TPUs, scalable storage, and easy-to-use machine learning platforms. These services lower the barrier to entry for AI development and facilitate rapid experimentation and deployment of AI models. Novel algorithmic innovations. The third factor that's driving the AI boom is breakthroughs in new algorithms. Deep learning, a subset of machine learning, uses artificial neural networks with multiple layers to model complex patterns and representations in data. The success of deep learning in a wide range of applications, such as computer vision and natural language processing, has been a major driving force behind the AI boom. Convolutional neural networks, CNNs. CNNs are a type of deep learning architecture that are particularly effective at processing grid-like data, such as images. The introduction of CNNs has revolutionized the field of computer vision, enabling breakthroughs in tasks like image classification, object detection, and segmentation. Recurrent neural networks, RNNs, and LSTMs, RNNs, are a type of deep learning model designed to process sequential data. Long short-term memory, LSTM networks, a variant of RNNs, have been particularly successful in tasks such as machine translation, speech recognition, and time series prediction, thanks to their ability to capture long-range dependencies in sequences. Transformers introduced by Vaswani et al. In 2017, Transformers are a deep learning architecture that improves upon RNNs and LSTMs for processing sequential data. They use self-attention mechanisms to capture dependencies in sequences more effectively and enable parallel computation, making them more scalable for large-scale applications. Generative adversarial networks, GANs. As mentioned earlier, GANs consist of two neural networks, a generator and a discriminator, that are trained together in an adversarial process. GANs have spurred growth in AI technologies by enabling the generation of highly realistic synthetic data with applications across various domains like art, design, gaming, and more. Reinforcement learning, RL. Algorithms RL is a type of machine learning where an agent learns to make decisions by interacting with an environment, receiving feedback in the form of rewards or penalties. Breakthroughs in RL algorithms such as deep Q networks, DQN, proximal policy optimization, PPO, and Monte Carlo tree search, MCTS, have led to significant advances in areas like robotics, autonomous vehicles, and game playing. Transfer learning and pre-trained models. Transfer learning is a technique where a pre-trained model, often trained on a large dataset, is fine-tuned for a specific task using a smaller dataset. The introduction of pre-trained models such as BERT for natural language understanding and ResNet for image classification has accelerated the development of AI applications by reducing the need for large amounts of labeled data and extensive training. Now let's look into the applications and impact of AI in different industries. 1. Creative industries' art AI-generated images are getting better and better. It's only a matter of time before AI-generated images become indistinguishable from real images. Alternative to stock images, enhancing photos. Creating concept art, designing logos, apps, and websites. Music AI-generated music is already here. A TikTok video featuring an AI-generated version of Drake, Kendrick Lamar, and Kanye West singing an anime theme song went viral with 2M+ likes. An anonymous TikTok creator called Ghostwriter sewed an AI-created song by The Weeknd, and Drake called Heart on My Sleeve, which was streamed millions of times on Spotify, YouTube, and Apple Music. Writing people are using AI to write everything from emails, blog posts, and articles to books and screenplays. Video AI-generated videos are already here. 2. Scientific research healthcare material. Science 3. Business and industry marketing customer service chatbots. Sentiment analysis, predictive analysis. Last year, Chipotle started a needs-based approach to kitchen management. It uses AI to forecast ingredient and cooking quantities based on demand for. Education Duolingo's new offering, Duolingo Max, uses AI to allow users to learn from their mistakes and practice real-world conversation skills. Khan Academy has started a pilot program using GPT-4 to provide personalized learning experiences to students. Finally, we should look into the AI's ethical considerations and challenges. Bias and fairness AI models are trained on data. If the data is biased, the AI model will be biased too. This is a big problem. AI models are being used to make decisions that affect people's lives. If the AI model is biased, it will make biased decisions. This can have serious consequences. For example, if an AI model is used to decide who gets a loan, it might discriminate against certain groups of people. Privacy concerns. Re-identification and de-anonymization device fingerprinting can be used to identify and track individuals across different devices in their homes, at work, and in public spaces. Facial recognition has the potential to transform expectations of anonymity in public spaces. Behavioral tracking makes it possible to identify individuals based on their online behavior. This may not be limited to online behavior alone. What are the misuse of AI? Increasing possibility of deadly knowledge falling in the wrong hands is on such possibility. We saw a rise in many cases of deep fakes in social platforms. Probabilistic models applied to the justice system or medical setting should be used very carefully. There are few upcoming impacts on jobs and employment for many people as well, such as automation of jobs, elimination of low-skill jobs. New skills gain will become more important in coming years. Let's cut the chase here and move to end this video. Here are my closing thoughts. In my personal opinion, AI is the perfect tool to augment human capabilities. Expect another major avalanche of innovation when these technologies shrink to fit in our pockets. Guess what? It has already begun. MLC LLM can be installed on your phone. What does the future hold? Imagine something like Stable Diffusion's in-painting built into the camera app. LLM background processes running on our laptops and phones, ready to be tapped anytime. That's the future I'm looking forward to, and it's not far. There are more breakthroughs to come, more challenges to overcome, more opportunities to explore. AI is already part of our lives. It's here to stay. We could either embrace it and use it to make our lives better, or we could ignore it and fall behind.